So, to quote George Harrison from the BBC sessions, no, it's just a rumor. But it is a true rumor. The word is now we are getting a Revolver box set sometime in the fall. I don't know what that means or when in the fall. Apple hasn't made the official announcement yet, but details have leaked out. I will probably have more to say on this topic when the official announcement is made. But as of right now, I have some brief thoughts on the whole thing. One, I am excited that a Revolver set is finally coming out. But what is that going to look like? I already hear some rumblings already, but supposedly there's going to be a new mix of the album on disc 1. Disc 2 and 3 are going to be sessions. Some of the session stuff I'm intrigued by. There's going to be a flat transfer of the original mono mix, like they did on Sgt. Pepper, and I was very impressed with the flat, unaffected transfer of that. There's going to be an EP of, I believe it's Paperback Writer and Rain, both new mixes and the mono mixes in flat transfers. Perfectly fine by me. I know a lot of people are complaining about an EP. That didn't bother me on Let It Be. In fact, I kind of wish they did it on the White Album and Abbey Road. That's a great way of including new mixes of the hit songs that they recorded at that time, but they weren't meant to be a part of the album. I wish they did it for the White Album. I wouldn't have cared if I got an EP on CD and possibly on vinyl of a new mix of Lady Madonna, new mix of The Inner Light, new mix of Hey Jude, and new mix of Revolution. That wouldn't have bothered me. Abbey Road, it would have been a single. A new mix of The Ballad of John and Yoko and Old Brown Shoe. But they're doing it here. That doesn't bother me. The one thing I am curious about, though, is that they've made no announcement of a Blu-ray. No announcement yet of a 5.1 mix or a Dolby Atmos mix. I hope they do. I really hope they do. That would entice me to buy it even more, especially since I'm a Dolby Atmos lover, you know. I like anything Dolby has. I love Dolby, and I trust my friends. Dolby is my friend. So I would hope that there's a Dolby Atmos mix or even a 5.1. Now, what Giles had said is that a lot of the multi-track tapes of Revolver, a lot of the ones that don't have bounce downs, like Taxman, you have like things that are just locked in that you have a hard time separating. Taxman was a prime example he gave. It's like you have drums, bass, and rhythm guitar all locked into one track. So how are you going to separate that? Well, I guess Abbey Road has this AI system that they created. Peter Jackson and Get Back, he used an AI system to separate tracks and get surround and Dolby Atmos. Sony Home Video has been doing it on a lot of their 4K UHD discs on, classic films. Who would have thought you would have gotten a Dolby Atmos immersive mix for Otto Preminger's Anatomy of a Murder? So technology is there. So I kind of hope they do it. But if they don't do it, I would definitely like a reason why. If you just can't do it because the technology won't make it sound good, well, that's a perfect example. I would have much rather had them wait then, in my opinion. I also heard a rumor that we're going to get a Rubber Soul box set, too. It's going to be 2 separate box sets. A Revolver box set and Rubber Soul. If that's true, great. I don't know. I really don't know. But tentative details of the Revolver set have been announced. I'm kind of excited. If there's one thing I want for a new mix of Revolver that I will say, people might disagree with me, but John was quoted as saying at the time that they wanted to have no silence between the tracks, which they eventually got to do on Sgt. Pepper. I mean, Sgt. Pepper, you either have a crossfade, audience noise going into A Little Help from My Friends, a direct edit, or as the die away of one song is going away, as it starts to fade away, the other song immediately starts. That's also an edit. Or just the merest split seconds of silence is between the tracks. Just like maybe a half a second, and then the next song starts. And you could hear that better with headphones. So, if Revolver was meant to be a gapless album, I would like them to make it a gapless album. People may disagree with me, but I would like to hear it that way, if that's the way they originally wanted it. But what are your thoughts? I'm sure we're going to have more to talk about when this is first announced, when this is officially announced. But what are some of your thoughts about this? I'd like to hear. Leave some comments below there. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you soon.